Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This time around, it is the Smurfs for the NES. This game was only released in Europe, hence why the 4 languages you can pick from at the beginning of this game are English, French, Spanish, and German. As you're going to soon see, this is a 2D platformer. You run, you jump, you bop on enemies, you climb vines, you try not to take a whole lot of damage and die. I don't know the exact story in detail, but I do know that you play as a Smurf. You have to rescue other Smurfs who have been kidnapped by Gargamel. I'm pretty sure you'll have to face Azrael, the cat, at one point. And that's the gist of the game. This game only got a European release because, let's face it, this game came out in 1994 and it was just such a late release. And while I have heard of the Smurfs were a thing back when I was a kid. The popularity of the Smurfs in America pales to the popularity they have in Europe. So we didn't get this game. I believe we got the Super NES one, though, but I don't think we got much in the way of other Smurf games. Oh, and sometimes you take rides on things like Storks, too. That's pretty nice. We'll be seeing that soon enough. For now, though, I'm going to start the game. We have 3 difficulty levels, easy, normal, and hard. You can change the music if you want, and you can put in a password, though we'll be starting a new game all the way from Act 1. Act 1, The Forest. So, might as well mention the controls here. Left and right let you move around, down let you duck. I believe B lets you jump. No, wait. A lets you jump. That's right, it is A. And B lets you run when you hold the button down. Making sure I had the right buttons there because this game is brought to us by Infogrames, and I am recording this right off the heels of recording and completing Lucky Luke, which was also published by Infogrames, and this game has like a little bit of stuff in common even though both games have different developers. Also, I might as well go ahead and mention the HUD. When you have the game pause, it switches between the HUD, the heads-up display, and the score. And on the upper left is your current amount of lives, as well as your current health. You have 3 hits, and once you lose them all, you lose a life. The T followed by the number is your time, hence why I have the game pause, so I don't lose time. And below the timer is your current number of sarsaparilla leaves. Apparently, the Smurfs love sarsaparilla. I had to brush up on some Smurfs lore before really getting into this. So therefore, yeah, that's why we're picking up sarsaparilla leaves. I believe 25 sarsaparilla leaves will give you an extra life. Anyway, on with the game. We have squirrels that will throw acorns to the left, even though they watch you the whole time. And if you're under them, they'll still throw them, but not when you're past them. And we also have a leaf here that we can jump on. Speeds up a little bit when you stand on it, but you can still use it as a platform. And by pressing down at the center of this tree stump, we found a hidden passage that leads to a bunch of sarsaparilla leaves and a Smurf berry, which we need to eat for 1 unit of health. That black Smurf is actually called a black Smurf in Europe. They call him a purple Smurf over in America for pretty obvious racial reasons. So, I'm just going to call him purple Smurfs for the purpose of this Let's Play. And, yeah, you do not want to hit the purple Smurfs at all. They're basically infected Smurf. They've been infected by spores that just make them go evil. And if you get killed by one, you actually turn into a purple Smurf yourself before you respawn. Also, here's another thing we can go into. You may have noticed that I've been picking up stars. Matter of fact, that was probably the first star that I picked up. There are 5 in every act, and if you pick up all 5, you'll be able to enter a bonus area. Let's jump on the worm. And I wanted to make sure that that squirrel threw a acorn there so I could easily get that star. Now you're probably wondering how I got that extra life. Here's how the dash function works. Obviously when you hold B, you can run. Here's the thing though. Jump, hold B, and believe it or not, when you hold B, you always go faster whether you're in the air or not. You could jump, go to the right, hold B, suddenly go faster while in the air, and you could probably get to whatever platform you're trying to get to. Expect me to use that quite a bit. And there's a tough star to get. We're still going to have to use the same tactic. You got to be on the edge to get that, believe it or not. And once we get that last star, we can just go on to the right, assuming we don't run into anything, and we will complete the act. What am I going to get for the bonus area? The bubbles. Take off in the bubble and try to collect bonuses by avoiding the butterflies. You only have a limited amount of time in the bonus stages, so you better be quick. So let's stand on this. We'll be in the bubble. As long as you avoid the butterflies, you're good. You can hold B to speed up. And as much as I would like to pick up some sarsaparilla leaves, I would like to get this Smurf doll. The Smurf doll gives you a 1-up. Also, I still want to pick up the Smurf berry even if I have full health, because the Smurf berries actually give you points. So do the sarsaparilla leaves, and I'm pretty sure the 1-ups do that as well. At least the Smurf berries do that, I know. Act 2, the River Smurf. Now here, you can move in 8 directions with the control pad, and that's all you can do. You need to avoid the fish, you need to avoid being caught between the edge of the screen and a log. I'm pretty sure that being crushed by the level itself is instant death, so you don't want to do that. And of course, the fish hurt, so don't do it. You can go between these 2 logs to get the star here. And that was rather daring of me to do that, but, well, had to be done. And at this point, I'm just really trying to just not get hit again. Too late to get that. Too late to get that health there. But I am going to go this way. Be a little daring. I kind of have an idea of what to do, but I just don't want to do too many dumb things. Alright, get that. That'll give me at least 1 hit. Yeah, you really have 4 hits, not 3. You do have 1 hit left when all of the hearts are not filled up. And I just got the last star. Yeah, you actually have 4 hits, and once you lose that 4th hit, you're done. You lose a life, you go back to the beginning. There are no checkpoints in this game, and we're doing the mushrooms. Jump on the mushrooms to catch as many bonuses as possible. Alright. So we want to be careful. We don't want to fall into a bottomless pit or anything. We may miss stuff. That's okay. Really wanted to get that Smurf berry, but oh well. I do want to get that. Do want to get the extra life. So as I was saying, the health bar, even though you have 3 hearts, you really have 4 hits. None of the hearts being filled up counts as a hit, and if you lose that 4th hit, you're done. You lose a life. And you also go back to the very beginning of the stage regardless of where you are. There are no checkpoints in this game. Again, I'm recording this right after completing Lucky Luke as of the time of this recording. Lucky Luke being the game, their Game Boy and Game Boy Color, which was also published by not Activision, but Infogrames. And therefore, there's a little bit of a degree of separation between this and the Smurfs. This and Lucky Luke, I mean, despite there being a 2-year gap between the games. Anyway, we are now in the swamps. I took too long doing things. I'm gonna wait for this frog. This is probably where I'm gonna be using the B button trick. And by climbing up this vine and going all the way up, we found a hidden room. There's gotta be another hidden room, and we're gonna go to it shortly. Now, when you move into a vine in any way, you automatically grab it. Kind of like the ropes in, you guessed it, Lucky Luke for Game Boy and Game Boy Color. Also, there are mosquitoes moving around back and forth on the water. Those things will serve as platforms that will get you across the water. And I just took a hit. When you take a hit, there is Castlevania-style knockback. You want to be careful. And I'm not sure if I missed the other secret room. We'll see. We will see. Oh, no, it's right here. Okay, let's get that. And that. And let's climb down here. I'm pretty sure you could drop all the way down and then exit the screen that way. But I'd just rather not. Oh, no! Well, it's a good thing I grabbed some extra lives. But we're going to have to do all this over now. It's alright. As long as you're constantly getting extra every time. As long as you're constantly getting extra lives in this game, you should have no problem getting through this game. If you're not grabbing a whole bunch of extra lives, you're probably going to have some trouble. Just putting that out there. I think you can get extra lives off of points, though I'm not sure. Anyway, let's try to get through this level again and hopefully not be super, I guess you could say, super impatient, because that's probably what happened to me. Especially, yes, with those two deaths, that's probably what happened. Oh, jeez. Okay. We have the mosquito again. Let's not do dumb things. Alright. And I can't get that way. Okay. So we'll have to be a little more clever. And I had to let go of the B button for that. Let's go up here. I don't really need to grab the... Really? I don't really need to grab the Smurf berry. But I am going to do it anyway for the points. How am I doing on points? 18,560. Perhaps when I have a better idea of how many points I have when I get an extra life, I'll know how many points it takes to get an extra life. And that is the last star. Of course I would lose a life near the end. That's what I get for talking and playing games for YouTube at the same time. Or whatever site this might be on. And I'm going to wait on the frog again. Okay. Okay, no, that's the last star. And thankfully, you can jump while on the vines, which is good. And that gets us out of... I only got 3. I didn't get the... Oh, I did get 5. Well, I guess I do get the bubbles again. Let's do this. Let's try not to run into any of the butterflies as we do any of this. Let's get that. Get that. Get that. Ah. I thought I'd be close to getting another extra life there, but okay. Well, it's time to fight Azrael. So what you want to do is you want to get all the way up to the top of the vine, all the way to the far right. And just do what I do. Gonna pause the game now. So, it takes 5 hits to defeat Azrael. What you need to do is go all the way to the vine on the right, go all the way up top. You want to jump as soon as Azrael comes towards you, and then drop down, hit Azrael on the head, get back on the vine, immediately hold up and keep pressing A to get back up to the top of the vine as soon as possible. When Azrael jumps straight at you, because Azrael tracks you, you want to jump again. And you basically want to come down basically right after Azrael comes down, and you hit him in the head again. When Azrael is attacking, he's always going to hit you even if you're trying to attack him at the same time. The only time you can hit him is when he is on the ground. So, yeah, you have to go all the way to the vine on the right, get all the way up top, jump up before Azrael hits you, and then land pretty much right when Azrael is on the ground, then get back on the vine, get all the way back up quickly, and then just repeat the process. Sometimes Azrael will jump to the left. That'll give you a little bit of a reprieve. I still jump when he jumps back to the right, but that's just to get another hit in as soon as possible, just to make the boss battle a little faster. And now we can climb down here. We can walk up this key, press down, walk all the way to the right, and we will release Brainy Smurf from his cage. We get a password, HDLS. If you're playing on easy or hard, you get a different password, depending on what difficulty you are playing on. And Act 4, the Sarsaparilla Fields. We will be playing Acts 4 through 6 in the next video. I'm going to be playing 3 acts per video. And I believe there's 9 acts in the game, so this is going to be a short one. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!